Shotzi is a workhorse, always training, always working on something, trying to find a way to improve. It was heartbreaking, Lexi. Broke my heart when the phone rang at 5:15 a.m., the day of Rise 9. And it was Shotzi letting me know that the doctors would not clear her from the ankle injury she suffered at the hands of Paradise Lost at the end of Rise 8, assaulting both her and Delilah Doom after a 20-minute draw. Lexi, you've been there.
I know, it was terrible. I don't think it just broke your heart. I think it broke her heart too. Because like you said, she wants to be in this ring at all times. Oh, starting out strong.
And for as good as Shotzi is, Rebel is no slouch. Star of Impact Wrestling as one of the knockouts in that division. And she's also been around the world. She's been at our friend's Stardom in Japan.
Yes.
She's been many, many places. And this is where we're seeing some of that cheerleading background, Lex. The athleticism, some gymnastics, and powerhouse strength.
And I think she's trying to get into Shotzi's head a little bit, using that whole like yeehaw stuff.
Yep, we can get a yeehaw. I'll bet we'll get a howl or two, but this is the Ballsy Badass versus the Rebel. Shotzi's really got that arm cinched in now in the hammerlock, and Rebel trying to find a way out. She may have just found it.
I think so. Elbows to the jaw always work, I feel. Oh, and shots to the gut can work too. Crowd seems to be a little bit behind Rebel tonight. That's nice.
Shotzi came to us at Rise 1, a seminar hopeful, no promises. Made an impression there, found her way to the Rise roster at Rise 2, and to date the longest reigning Phoenix of Rise champion on record. Delilah Doom nearly had that record tied until her avulsion fracture as well. So Paradise Lost put a lot of wrenches and a lot of fires, and Rebel just put Shotzi into the mat.
Isn't that what Paradise Lost does best, though? I mean, they like to mess with people's brains and mess with their bodies at the same time.
Lex, I know better than most what Paradise Lost is capable of, or the lengths that they are willing to go to. I am no stranger to the trickery, the manipulation of Rosemary, and I don't think anyone could argue that Paradise Lost, and specifically Rosemary, the most disruptive force in Rise today.
Yes. I would not argue that point at all. I totally agree with you there.
And now a lot of just chain and mat wrestling.
I like that. I think they're feeling each other out. I don't think that they've ever met in the ring before. I have not.
This is the first time, though. Shotzi just debuted at Impact Wrestling not that long ago. Rebel was there, but they did not cross paths in the ring. I know they've been on mutual events, but this is that first time face-to-face in the ring for both women.
And I know, when I wrestle, this is how I would like to start a match if I was wrestling somebody new. You kind of feel them out, see what you think they're capable of, and then you can maybe find that weakness.
Shotzi sure is feeling that arm out, Lexi. Hitting the arm breaker drop toe hold, and what she's centering the attack on, we've seen this. I think she's centering up for that Fright Night.
I think so.
Indian deathlock position cinched in. And this is what we've seen before. Yeah, that does not feel good, Lex. I assume, not being a wrestler, I assume that doesn't feel good. Shotzi now has the arms. This is usually where she wrenches up and drops right back down.
Yeah, I think Fright Night is a very good name for this, because I think I would be really frightened if I was put in that.
Rolls her over for the backslide. Almost got her after the Fright Night. A salute to one of our godmothers of Rise, Saraya Knight. She learned that at that very seminar in Rise 1, but she didn't learn how to avoid the flapjack.
No, she did not. Kick out. I thought that was it for a minute there.
I thought Rebel maybe laying in wait, maybe taking some licks to just stalk her prey to get into the position she wanted. That very well may be what happened.
Working that ankle now.
Rebel knows what's up. They are, maybe their first time in the ring, but Rebel's done her homework. Knows that ankle is vulnerable. And now Rebel looks like she may be taking her for a bucking bronco ride.
Yeah.
Dallas cowgirl indeed.
I was going to say, I think, it's bringing out the Texas side of her. Yeehaw.
Into the buckle, and this is not where Shotzi wants to be. She's back in the ring, but she doesn't want to be in that corner for the handspring and a corner clothesline. This is looking good for a debut here, for a debut win for Rebel. Rebel, full head of steam, knee right to the side of the head. 1, 2.
Oh, that was close.
And though she kicked out, Lex, we can see the agony, we can see the anguish on Shotzi's face. And she's not in the position she wants to be in right now.
Not yet. But you know what? Never say never with her.
Couple of kicks, a couple of ducks, but Shotzi firing off kicks of her own. Strike exchange.
Oh,
Shotzi seems to be getting the better of it until then. Spoke too soon.
Right to the gut. What is she setting up for?
Front face lock suplex position. Face first down into the mat. Planted her.
Gotta
And
be
that
it.
has got to be. No!
She kicked out. Does she know where she's at, though?
Never count Shotzi Blackheart short. Has always shown herself to be tenacious. You don't get to be the longest reigning Phoenix of Rise by getting pinned that often in Rise.
Jawbreakers.
Shotzi breaks the code, and Rebel, worse for wear, huffing and puffing, and her face caved in.
My face is not caved in, Kevin. Come on now. Might feel like it's caved in. Oh, I don't know what she was going for there, but. Crowd showing their favorites. I like this.
Waistlock, Rebel reverses, crowd firmly behind Shotzi here, and the girls firmly on the mat.
Down.
Lex,
Who's
you've been
going
in
to get
this.
up first? Oh, I've been in this situation way too many times.
You've been here a lot of times. Both women down on the mat. What goes through your mind when you know you've just hit? Both women have just hit blows, and you know you've got to be the first one to the feet.
You're just thinking, get some air into my lungs. Get some air into my lungs. I got to breathe. Yeah, some strike exchanges. Who's going to come out the better on this?
Rebel may have the size and the strength advantage, but over her time in Rise, we have seen the striking game of Shotzi only become more on point, as the kids like to say these days. Right on point, though. Yes. That impact.
Look at the pain on her face.
Rebel once again using that strength. Scoop. Slam has her down, and Rebel looks to be going up top.
What is she going up for? She's saying night-night.
We've talked about her cheerleading background. We've talked about the gymnastics. This may be where those gymnastics come into play, Lex. Rebel on the second rope, going for it all. And the moonsault, but lands on her feet. Oh. Rebel.
Oh. I think she just hurt her ankle.
Perhaps some irony here in attacking specifically the ankle of Shotzi Blackheart. Turnabout fair play as Shotzi comes in. And we may be seeing now the Chupacabra from Shotzi, that flipping senton in the corner. Got every last bit of that, Lex.
It's got to be it. Come on. Oh, the ring
Hook in the leg.
is totally off, though. Oh. I thought the ring position was going to get her, but she kicked out. Oh.
And
Shotzi's going up top.
Could be looking for the back lagoon, the famed senton off the top rope of Shotzi Blackheart. Measuring. This one's for the Wolfman, the creature, and nobody home. Now Shotzi landing on that ankle here.
We're going to have a limping match in a minute if this keeps up.
Shotzi, razzle-dazzle, DDT. Knowing her ring positioning, she's getting her there maybe once more. Shotzi to the outside.
She's going to hit it this time? What do you think, Kevin?
The ballsy badass has ascended the top. She's there, measuring Rebel. Looks like she is in line for the back lagoon, Lex.
This got to be it. Let's see. 1, 2.
Rebel shoulder up, but not soon enough. The back lagoon connects. A valiant showing in the debut of Rebel, but the ballsy badass was able to show what brought her to the dance and come out the victor.
Yeah, but at what cost? I mean, she's already limping, but so is Rebel.
That wraps us up here for Rise Ascent episode 19. Thank you for joining us.